Hey, happy Thursday, traders. How we doing? You guys survived the non-day interest rate hike, the non-hike. I didn't get into anything. This week's been busy. I just had a crazy month. Excuse me. Um, but I wanted to look at this overnight, just selling off. There's just no energy in this market. I've got two screens. I've got the my um, crosshairs dialed in like this, so because I want to see on on the right, I see I want to see the structure. So when I'm in here trading, like right here, I'm bumping up into this guy. I want to know what I'm bumping up into without having to go back and forth and look at all the nitty gritty. I can say, okay, I've got an impulse, I got a wash, and I got a retest. That's a trade, guys. That's our setup. Now it doesn't work, but hey, you can manage it. You can do a lot of things. So let's not get too weird about it. But that's one too. And I've told you guys this, right? This is how price moves, the flow over time, right? You have an impulse, a pullback, and another impulse, and that's all we're trying to do is we're trying to buy the impulse of oh gosh, I forget the name of the term. The pullback is the impulse, and I'll remember it here in a minute. So anyhow, let's look at yesterday and see what happened. So we can. So here's the news of the interest rates. Didn't do much. They could have cratered it. They could have cratered it. And I don't think. I really think uh, our economy is going to slow down, and we're going to have a lot of things come out over the next several years. I don't see a lot of growth coming out of the United States over the next decade, and primarily because my other business is in real estate, and I study the market on that side, and um, that's been overheated for a long time, long time. So here we go. Here we go. I'm just trying to, and you guys, one of the things that I do is I practice this every day, right? It's just like my exercise, my, things that I do on a regular basis so that I'm, you know, pushing myself into these spots where I'm just, more fluid, able to see things, I know there's a pressure cooker here. I know this is my kill zone, right? Some people call it support and resistance. I call it pressure cooker and kill zone. Tomato, tomato, right? And I start my day right around 7. And I'll make this here. And I go to right around 11. And we can see it right there, right? So right about here. So this is my day, right? This is where I spend my time. And leading up to that, because this has not happened yet, I just mark it out and try to get a sense of where I am and where I'm going and how I'm going to get there and how I'm going to get out and not lose my lunch. So as price goes up, I'm just watching, I notice a couple things, right? You see the impulse there, and you start to see these things on a really, on just another level, right? This trade here can just, can make your day, your week, you know? I don't know what size of, account you have or what you're trading with. I keep mine tight. I keep it small because I know if I go too big on on my size, I start getting weird, and I feel it. I feel it in my just my I'll move to break even faster. I don't want to lose. If I load up outside of my comfort zone, I don't want to lose. And I only ups my size when I'm, consistently profitable, and I realize I could jump and make a lot more money, but really at the end of the day, it's more about the longevity of this whole thing. What's your purpose? My purpose is to be a good trader and make money doing it. And to do that, I can't leave the reservation and get to a place where I'm uncomfortable, or I'm trying to, find another comfort level that makes me more money. I'm fine. I've got plenty of money. I don't need, I don't need all the money in the world. I don't want to be Elon Musk. I mean, what a way to live, right? It's just tormenting him. So finding that balance is really where I'm at. And I'm happy trading, a handful of contracts, a trade, sometimes more, sometimes less, up in my size every couple months, and not being, having a different level of mastery to this, and I'm methodical about how I map this out. I'm cautious of some things because I know I can make a lot of money in a short amount of time. But let me tell you something, man. It comes with a price, because you're going to lose a lot of money in a short amount of time too. And I can testify that that's absolutely true. I still remember both those feelings like it's yesterday. I remember taking my family to lunch or dinner after making so much money, and more money than it was a pile of dough. And then I remember sitting there on my couch, just devastated because I lost all this money. And I just was like, ugh, it sucks. It totally sucks. Now, enough of that. Let's get into what we're doing here. We're looking for what? We're looking for a couple things, right? We are looking for an impulse leg. What's funny about that is that we're not trying to be impulsive about what we do, but we're looking for the impulse leg. We can look at it in other people, not ourselves. The impulse leg, we have a shelf, we have a wash, we have a low that we have to break or test, and then we hide behind the wash. So as price comes off and stretches out, it starts to pull back and create a shelf. And it starts to wind up, and then it pops that shelf with a wash, right? You got a little wash right here. You got this hard up here, and you got a hard up here, but you have a hard down on this side too. Now, the cool thing is that you can watch step 1, you can watch step 2, you can watch step 3, you can watch step 4, and then you can jump here. Oftentimes, I end up in this space. I end up at the wash side and the test side. And usually I'm on the test side. And this is where, it's for better or for worse, I will then look at the quality of the wash. I'll look at the size of the risk, and where can I get out. If I have to get out way down below, if I have to get way below the low, I don't know if I really want to take that trade sometimes. What's going on with the market right now? The market's crazy. I'm not getting long. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, this one works, but I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get, a whole chunk. These things are tight, man. They're tight. And so, and what I mean by tight is that they're, look at the overall, look at this, right? I'm not trying to jump way up here off of this thing here. You're back down here, right? So if you're long on this thing here, you got to be out near this guy, right? That's where you got to think about this. Is like this guy just got zoomed, right? They just washed through all these stops. Look at that right there, that bar right there, just cleaned out all these stops. Gonzo, right? So strategically, I've got to be, okay, if I'm in here, I'm out here. That's my chunk. I can't, and I'm not. I trade this chart. This is it. I'm not looking for another woman, man. I'm looking for one that I can just, fall in love with and do everything I need to do with my life. And that's kind of random, but somebody explain that to me. You have too many girlfriends. You got too many problems. That works, man. This trade right here works, right? You have your impulse, you have your shelf, you have a wash, takes off and it comes down. That's the exact same thing that we just talked about over here, right? Impulse, boom, shelf, boom, wash, retest, and then it comes back. You can even get it here. You just have to remember, you got to be down behind. You want to hide behind this guy, right? And you can even take it a step further and say, I'm going to just trade these lows. I'm only going to take the ones that go here. And then your odds are really good because now you can go 5-1. You can change it up so you're getting longer trades. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm more on the shelf buy kind of side because I want the trade, and I, sometimes just feel like I can't wait. It's impulsive. I know where my weaknesses are. But let's back to the lesson. Let's just keep, I draw off the impulse, right? The last thrust down, and notice how this one connects to the other swing, right? Notice how it's connected to the other swing. Why is that? Because these guys lost and these guys have to reposition. They lost, right? These buyers got their stops run, right? Look at this bar right here. Boom. Take them out. Probably got lost on this one because people put their stop right behind it. They don't want to lose. And then they reposition and then they take off. Right? Here's another, I know I'm not even trying to this isn't copy and paste, whatever. And there you go. There's another one. You missed this one, wait for the next one. Right? I could do that all day long. But I don't need that many. I only need a couple of these guys. I only need a couple of them. And that's what I think people, they get their fancy computers, they got their setup, they got their monitors, One of the best traders I know has a laptop and a one monitor. It trades one chart, and he knows it so well. And that's where I'm headed. Like, I don't want to have to find something new every time. I don't like what's going on. What's in front of me? How can I trade it? And it's going to move the same way. And the reason why I like this one is I can make smaller trades. I can risk less and be more consistent. And it keeps me running, right? It keeps me going. So we got another wash here. We have the hard up, we have the hard down, right? Where's the shelf might be down here. It's kind of steep, maybe right here, right? Don't really have anything on this side, and then it drops, and then it pulls back and takes it out, right? Impulse up. We're just following, right? Price comes all the way back down. Look at that. Here's the kill zone, right into the kill zone. There's times I'll trade it. There's times I trade the kill zone. But now I've got, look at this. This is just a stop. You see a price just right behind it, right? So if I now see this, right? I'm here. What happens next? Oh, goes up. Okay. So now I have a stop, right? Right? I have a shelf right here. And I know we just saw it, so I can pretend that I'm that good. Bingo. Does it? Yeah, maybe it does. Right? But it's the same element, right? This is how price moves over time in a flow, right? Is that not is that not what we're trying to do here? Right? Let's just boom, 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 all right, boom, boom, right? Is that not it? Right? That's it. Buy that for that there. No, but you're buying it behind this one. So you just say, okay, I'm going to buy this one. And then I'm going to go up here. Now, why might I not like this trade? Any ideas? Anybody? Because of running into this guy. Right? But this is where it comes into play. Is that when I'm here, and this is why I have this chart here on the left and the right, is that I can now see where I'm at here. And that I'm running into this guy here. Right? I'm running into this guy here. And I'm right in here. So if I get in on this trade here, this little dinker right there, do I have enough room? Yeah, right? I have enough room, right? This one's pushing up against here. Now I could go down and you're going to take a hit, but you're also, I know this market's super tight. I can sit back and say, okay, I'm not going to try and take out the high, but I can get a chunk right out of here. So that helps to understand where I'm at. And so this is what my chart looks like, guys. I'm just drawing the impulse and drawing the crossbar. And then it goes up, comes down. Now I'm at break even. I'm maybe right here, just hanging out with my stop, right up here. And there it goes. Boom. Let me get this straight. I'm in at 8:30. I'm out at 8:42. What do you want? What gets you in and what gets you out? That's all you need to understand. That's what you have to understand. How are you going to do it? Guys, this was a great day of trading. I just haven't had time to sit in front of the computer. The price takes off, and here it comes. Right? Just follow that impulse leg up. It's coming down now. Right? Cross. There's the shelf right there. Boom. Here's this right here. I'm telling you guys, you have to practice this a lot. I'm tired of this. Just do this. Right there. Right? See how it connects to the next one? Right? See how it connects to the next one? Pulls back into here. Gives us another opportunity to make a shelf. Right? Just price come back here and retest this. Let's find out. Yep. There you go. There's your trade. How about that? Oh man, now I'm bummed I didn't trade yesterday. Oh, it's driving me nuts. I've had a lot less trades this year so far. A lot less. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Right? And on the downside, if you know that price is going down, I know it's not right here, but in the overall flow of things, that price is going down. Oh, speaking of which, let's go check out our no, that's not it. I'm checking out the not it. I have too many charts up. I just have a there you go, 240. Right? There's our kill zone, pressure cooker, our kill zone. And then you could say I've got one here too. Right? Bingo. And yesterday we were playing with this idea that price could come up and come down, right? Kind of like a reverse right? Comes off, pulls back and heads down. I'm just not getting the feeling that we've got, there's the administration right now in America is attacking everybody. I don't feel like we're really headed in that right direction. So I'm not too biased on my longs or my shorts. So somewhere in here, we're going to probably, run into a problem. Yeah, see, I had that here. This business here, this business here, business here, and then I can see a drop. Bring them up. All they're doing is making money, guys. Right? Sell them down here, buy them down there, drop them again. I mean, it's just cycling over and over and over again. That's so cool. I love it. I mean, as a struggling trader for years, it took me so long to figure this out. I had to hire a guy. I had to do some shipwrecks. I had to lose. I had to win. I had to go through the emotional tug of war. But then one day you're just kind of sitting there just saying, okay, waiting for it. Boom. Like I just, and I'm still wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here in a yacht. I'm sitting here driving my kids to school at 8:00. The time, the freedom, the ability to just have your time back. Go to Starbucks and sit there and trade. Actually, don't do that because someone's going to be asking you about trading, and then you're going to be like, well, I got to do this, and then they're going to want to be a friend and stuff like that. Let's look at this leading up to it. But I was, it's interesting to see, like this coil as it led up into this piece right here. Right, price comes down, and then at 10:30, see, this is where I get out rate. If I'm trading, I would be done right here. Right, I would have easily taken these trades, gladly dropped into here, maybe I don't know if I could have caught that on the backside, and then as price is coming up to the hour, look at look at this. This is not even this is at 10:40, and they're just getting ready. They're just, and then they just drop them. Right, the first bar is at 11:00. The one before is at 10:58. Second one there drops them off, takes them up again, even more, drops them, and then after it happens, the flow picks up again. Right? Yeah, you can see it all. People want to backtest theories, and they want the easy way out. Is what it is. They don't want the struggle. They don't want to deal with, oh, I don't have time for this or that. They don't want to take time to learn 5 stupid steps, guys. That's it. 5 silly little steps to make your business grow. Right? They want to push a button to be done. Hey, look, if you take this trade, you can manage it. Come right behind there, and you have a small loss. You're not taking a huge hit. You're taking a little hit. It's how it goes, man. They all don't work. Once you understand that, you start to get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm just looking for different ones. And then price just does its thing. It keeps going up, right? You have another impulse here. Takes out this guy. And then, it just gets weird. It just gets weird. Another impulse up. It just gets weird. And then it's just, this is all like, and it's actually one of the things that I really try not to trade. If I'm trading, and I don't trade this, I can't say I've traded like this in a long time, but I remember the early days when I would trade this, and I would wait till after like 11:30, and then the flow starts again. The flow really kicks in right here somewhere. Right here, like that up. Okay, it's pushing up. Right now we're stacking. Right, we're stacking up, and we're able to, do these things. It's cool, man. It's, it's not hard. The hard part is yourself dealing with your emotions, taking breaks and not trading, and having, making sure when you're in and you're out, how you're going to do that. It's amazing how fast 25 minutes goes by. I always try and set these talks just long enough so that they're not too much. And I know most of you guys don't even listen to the end anyway, so I don't, and honestly, this is more for me than it is for you. I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling courses. I do have the my membership, which is, you get this update in the morning. So before the market opens, you'll get this, and you can work through it. You have access to send me some stuff, and um, what's going to happen today? I think it's going to go down. Oh, I think this whole thing's just going to fold. We're going to push down into here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to follow swings. How about that? I'm going to just follow the swings that are in front of us. Right? Making swings. Cool stuff. All right. Have a good day.